The world so capped out till this shit crazy. This motherfucker Gemini so capped out. But the world capped out though. That's why I can say I fuck with truth, bro. One thing I know about a motherfucking lie, it ain't gonna hold no water. You can add more water to it and make it complicated. The truth should be able to be simplified. See what I'm saying? It should be very, very much understandable. See, that's how you know when motherfuckers got lies going on. They gotta add shit to this shit, add to this shit, make up some more shit. Can't remember what they. That's why you gotta keep records and shit. There's too much stress on the brain to be on some lying ass bitch shit. It's too much work on the brain. See, it's natural when you just stay truthful. It's naturally gonna come out. Shit gonna just flow like it's supposed to flow, and it's simplified. See what I'm saying? You ought to be able to break shit down. That's why I say the truth don't need no help. You ought to be able to break it down to make it in common terms where it makes sense to everybody. Everybody ought to be. It ought to be able to be simplified for everybody to understand it, not keep running y'all all around in circles and shit. These Japanese to fuck the world up, and niggas love it. Y'all talking about letting motherfucking AI goddamn, talking about letting AI motherfucking teach classrooms and shit. Man, I been know this shit. I know this shit was over about 8, 9 years ago, bro. Fuck 8 years. Talking about, I been know this shit was old. It's old. Look at this bitch. This bitch, I'm capping so hard. I'm just playing. I just be playing with his ass till you make me mad. I fuck around and get mad. I'm looking at. He tried to tell me geoponic and all that shit wasn't Japan. This shit crazy. This shit is crazy, bro. And wow, now I look upside down at first glance. There's a man. This shit crazy. And these shit'll run you in circles and circles. But once you stick them to a point, you got to kill all this bitch ass shit. All this shit got to go. All this bitch ass shit got to go. And niggas got to get real around this bitch. Got to keep a tree around this bitch. Got to keep a tree around this bitch. Why this shit? I just got a handful. I'll just be fucking this nigga ass up. All right, boom. I want to get to some of this shit. All right, got it down. Let me see. Because I've been fucking with them maps. And I'm going to show y'all what I keep telling y'all where they created that pole at. And they ain't never did the shit that I've been saying. When you gonna wrap this shit around this goddamn ball, man? Japan appears in the outer ring, which represents the southern direction because the North Pole is the center point. So on these maps I look at it, North Pole is the center point. I'm gonna come back. I got some of the screen, somebody to go back. Why it is physically in the northern hemisphere, the maps, all this shit fake, the map circular projection. I don't want to get all that shit. I don't get why they start asking a nigga Pacific question. Okay, Japan and Australia. Now they want Japan to be, if you want to say, far east. So which way is east? Is it gonna be the east up in that goddamn the right hand corner where I'm telling y'all that? After they stretch this northern hemisphere out, which way is east after they make a ball? It's east with the simplified earth cross, with the symbol of the Garden of Eden, with the symbol of paradise on it. See, it's simplified. A cross ain't nothing but 2 lines. Y'all can't stick these motherfuckers to 2 lines in 4 sections. A cross make 4 sections. and it's two line intersecting, and they have a center. The center is where it intersects. Huh? Y'all can't motherfucking make a cross. Y'all love the cross. Love to try to put a nigga up on the cross. But can't keep it in your head. So Japan's supposed to be far east out here by Australia. Now they saying Japan sits in the southern. Man, these folks, this shit fake as fuck. These Japanese motherfuckers that fuck the world the fuck up. Because all this shit coming from them. All this so-called information comes from these Japanese, man. The pink landmass in the lower right-hand corner is the polar map of the polar. Oh, this is said of the polar map represents the northernmost part of Europe, huh? Specifically Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden, and Russia. They're gonna always tell you the same shit about these Norse motherfuckers. And what's so important about a pole anyway? They had us learning this shit in school like this shit really meant some shit. What do all this shit mean anyway? Hate script ass motherfucker, man. Hate lying ass motherfucker, man. Take me to a zone. But I done got old now, bro. Feel. But I know this shit ain't shit. Now y'all gonna let AI teach your children everything. Y'all just gonna goddamn lean to the understanding of a Japanese who ain't doing no playing mother. Bitch ain't doing no playing game. Lapland. 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 Look at this shit. The 15th. Now what is that like? Now y'all see right there. Well, I'm going from Italy, going from the northern Atlantic over to Italy, and then that line going straight across. Now, what's that landmass going straight across there? They gonna change that bitch 100 million thousand times to fit whatever they think on your mind, trick you. Because at the end of the day, Alaska is supposed to sit in the northwest tip on the outskirts of Canada. Then y'all think this shit over your head. That's Alaska. Alaska, the last thing you see on the left-hand side of this bitch at the top. So you got a straight of water that separates. They can't get out this shit. Now you gonna say the Bering Strait is a myth? What you gonna say? It's the motherfucker a ring? Or is the motherfucker flat and go straight out? Because either way, you have to show us the backside of this ball. Or we gonna be forced to blow this bitch up. Nigga just missed Trump ass. Trump, I told you want to go to war with the bitches we owe all this money to. I don't talk about nothing but common sense, bro. And motherfuckers, see, I don't talk about nothing but common sense. Though I kill this shit. Alaska sits way far to the left right here. And this landmass over here to the right, that's all that shit. Eurasia, all that shit. Russia sits off in that bitch, all that shit. So where's the Bering Strait and the Ninth Strait on this illustration? Y'all don't get it though. Y'all be trying to get this shit. Y'all don't be trying to get this shit because y'all know, y'all been know though. See, I know how to get fucked around this bitch. There go Canada. So now, on the illustration, it come around in the ring. Does it come around in a ring or does it go out flat? You can't, these hoes got their cake, eating it too, drinking vodka instead of milk with goddamn cake. But you drinking vodka with cake, these niggas eating motherfucking melon the fuck up, fucking with all the energy. You know, I asked that motherfucker why I asked that nigga why Italy is located in the temperate zone of the northern hemisphere. The map of the globe illustrates the position relative to the Arctic Circle landmasses. I know, because I told y'all I'm gonna bust their ass up. Them motherfuckers created that little pole. That's their little central location. They probably changed that shit now. Too many niggas on their head now. Terra Australis. Australis means south. Australis means south. Southernmost. Terra most of the time means land. Feel me? So I'm looking at that map right there. So I said, what's that little land? It's the same land as I just showed y'all. Cause I asked them shit when I was locked out. I said, man, why they keep playing with them little land? Why all that little white shit is up there? They always want to show what all that little white shit is up there. What that little shit I just showed y'all? This right here. You see that line going across that land sits above Canada and all that shit, all that white shit they be showing out there in that white land right there. That white land right there, what the fuck land is that? What the fuck land is that? So those supposed to be Arctic Islands and all that shit in that big ass land right there. Now let's go back to where I was just at. That's the land I'm talking about. That's the land I'm talking about. This is a giant white ring surrounding the known world, huh? What the fuck this bitch just say? I'm hemming his ass up. The largest landmass covered with the white is a massive southern continent. Other labeled as Terra Australis Incognito. That means it's supposed to be in the south. That means it's supposed to be in the south. I'm just showing you how capped this shit is. That means it's supposed to be in the south. The land I just showed, it's in up north. There's north up there. That means it's supposed to be in the south. Then that nigga said Terra Australis. This is a giant white ring. A ring? So that landmass is a giant white ring surrounding the known world. In the 16th century, cartographers believe a massive landmass was necessary to balance the weight of the northern continents. So they throwing weight on this bitch to balance it out. So if it need to be balanced, oh shit. So if it need to be balanced out, how the fuck it was balanced when all this shit was supposed to be Pangea and all this shit was smushed together and shit, Mr. Japanese scientist. So now this shit gotta be balanced. Then around and say gravity controls all of it. Just don't worry about it. Just don't ask me no questions on God. That's why they don't want you to question God, because they God. Just just lean to my understanding. Don't try to just be a robot and let me continue to just drain this shit dry and run the world. I'm the power. I'm God. I done took the sun. Bitch, shut up. I hate them kind of teachers and mamas, man. They don't understand shit. They own damn self. They'll get mad at you and fuck you around. Because you're trying to simplify the shit and make it make sense to the natural mind. Because none of that shit naturally make no sense. A whole lot of shit don't make no motherfucking sense. They're going to get broke down around this bitch. Yes, Australis translate to southern in Latin. Huh? Terra Australis Incognito literally means unknown southern land. So how the fuck you tell them there's an unknown southern land up there? You the one just said that was motherfucking terrorists. I just asked you what that land was. You said, what that white shit? Y'all see, he just told me that was Terra Australis now. Bitch, you just told me that was the southern land sitting in the north, motherfucker. That's what you just told me. I wish you can get there see the questions I'm asking this motherfucker. I use the term to describe massive theoretical continent that believe occupy the southernmost part of the globe. So why are you talking about the southernmost part of the globe when I'm talking about that landmass right there? The southernmost part of the globe, you should be talking about. Watch, I'm finna show you. You'll buzz this nigga ass up. Hypothetical continent shown on the map. Let's go. Just buzz this nigga ass up. It actually isn't It actually isn't in the northern hemisphere. Terra Australis is always mapped in the far south. So why the fuck you telling me? Why the fuck you trying to tell me what that landmass is motherfucking Terra Australis then? What the fuck is that landmass, bro? Man, these folks been playing too long, bro. These folks been playing too long. See, I just want to wake up on the head today. While Pangea concentrated land on one side of the earth stayed balanced because tectonic plates float in the fluid amount of gravity and the man shut the fuck up. You got all the land masses, all the continents smashed together on one side of a motherfucking water ball. Now you finna tell me, you just told me you had to have a land that goddamn balance this bitch off. Now, fuck all that. You don't need that no more because we done made up that gravity shit. See, that's that go-to shit. Gravitational pull, that explains everything. But my cooler in my boat still sliding back and forth. If I'm in the car, the motherfucker start going up here, my head snatched back, goddamn, why that motherfucker ain't pulling and keeping me balanced? Why I won't be doing all this bobbing and weaving and shit, nigga? Huh? Always go to and the gravity don't exist. And niggas done accepted this gravity shit into their minds, bro. And can't simplify. All I want to deal with is this motherfucking earth cross of the motherfucking earth is what I want to deal with. But you niggas goddamn let these motherfuckers just do, man, the fuck. For us, ensure that the planet remains a near perfect sphere. I thought it was a perfect sphere. That was the fuck y'all told me. So the ball was a perfect sphere. And then you said it be tilted. How you know a perfect ball is tilted and it's perfect all the way around, regardless of where that sits at on the continent? Think of it like an iceberg. I'm not finna go into the motherfucking animation with your bitch ass. You think about it like an iceberg, bitch. I'm thinking about it with common sense. Yes. And then I hit I'm a bird, right? Yes. Admiral Byrd, Richard Byrd, is famous for the Pioneer Polar Expedition. He claimed to have flew first over the North Pole in 1926 and successfully flew over the South Pole in 1929. He also led Operation High Jump, the largest expedition ever sent to Antarctica, which includes thousands of personnel and dozens of ships. Okay. So how the fuck do you fly over the North Pole and then fly over the South Pole? That's a top and a bottom. Then the bitch try to hit me where there's no east and west. It's really when you're coming from the south, it's only all the directions are north. And when you're coming from the north, all the directions are south. Okay, okay. So how do you fly over the top and over the bottom? Flying over both is possible because top and bottom are relative terms of a sphere in space. Since gravity pulls towards the center of the earth, an airplane stays level with the ground regardless of whether it is at the north or south pole or the equator. Cap. Nigga, you go over the top of the bed, and when you want your shoes, you go under the bed, motherfucker. You got to fly under one of these poles, bro. Now you trying to take top and bottom from a nigga? Sound like another motherfucker. I know don't get no top out no bottom. The fuck? The fuck? You trying to take top and bottom from a nigga? We gonna make it make sense too. But I'm still trying to figure it out. Like I'm trying to figure this shit out. You gonna take the top and the bottom from a nigga? Fuck you on. Fuck you saying. You got to fly under the bottom of one of these hoes. You gonna take top and bottom from a nigga. In this crazy world. World. Motherfucker can't fly over the top and over the bottom. You can't take the top and the bottom. Just take all that shit. Take all this shit. Just take all this shit. Fuck you, man. Just take that shit back up on. Man, get your bitch ass back up on. That motherfucker doing that shit. That motherfucker doing that shit. I said, so why when the pilots goddamn flying the airplane, why they don't dip their nose to keep to the contour of the curvature of the earth? Pilots do not have to manually dip their nose because gravity and physics, see, handles and adjusts automatically. Shut the fuck up. Stop asking me questions, man. I'm just an AI. I'm capping like a motherfucker for these hoes. That's how D Marvel goddamn got all on view, man, when he took that level on the airplane because you ain't tilting that compensate for the public every now and then. The airplane got to dip his nose so it won't fly all off it. Fuck out of here. See all this shit, they gonna just keep changing shit and your little children ain't nothing but some robots. You keep getting them to them, you won't goddamn give them no knowledge, so everybody just on some bullshit. Oh, I forgot it's Sunday. They just goddamn give it to Sunday. They won't give it to the Sunday though. Won't be no day without the sun. Every day is Sunday. God damn it. In physics, gravity is a centrifugal force that pulls objects from every direction towards the center. So you mean tell me niggas that's up under this curve, up under the ball, they being pulled back up to the center. And then it works on where they want to work. Like I said, when I got there, the cooler sliding all over the boat. So the gravity don't like the cooler built. It don't like the canner built. It don't like the bottle built. It don't like the fishing rods. It don't like nothing but what the fuck you say it like. Gravity very finicky like a goddamn cat, like a Japanese bitch. Yeah, you Japs some motherfuckers. That's what a nigga need to go to war with them bitches, but they done fucked the world up. Can't goddamn get back. Nigga can't say back. Go to war with the whole yo. For that fake ass nuke shit. All that shit, everything in the world fake. And I've been understood that, my nigga. Was a legendary continent. Map makers once drew at the bottom of the globe. So why the fuck you telling me that shit right there with that landmass right there? Now why I did? It look like you going pointing out landmass at the very bottom of the red. So that's when I hit him with the Antarctica. Don't Antarctica supposed to be the far south land and all that shit, the ice? And then you just said something about a motherfucking ring. You said that land right there, a ring. What ring you talking about? What ring you talking about? She just tripping out early. I'm just tripping and showing you how this shit cap. Showing you how this shit cap. Now that old Antarctica, this supposed to be the bottom. This up under the bottom. This the bottom. How he flew over Antarctica and it sits underneath. Cause it don't sit underneath. It's to our back. And Antarctica is our ice. Antarctica is the ice in the west. On our plateau. That's our shit. That's why when you go in Antarctica, you can see structural ice where motherfuckers put this shit ain't just blowed up and just came. Motherfucker carved that shit and structured that shit with columns and everything. When you get to our ice, the ice in the west, everything in the west is the best. Cause it's the western plateau. Y'all got to goddamn put the earth cross in effect and get out your mind. Now the nigga said, that is Greenland. Oh. While it appears to be white to the massive ice sheet, it is technically the world's largest island and is located to the far north. Oh, so now they're Greenland. Okay. Cool. Want to pop like that? Now it's Greenland, y'all. No, the white landmass at the top of that map is Greenland, which is the far north near the Arctic. Antarctica is the landmass which is at the bottom of the side. I know it. So why you was capping? My Mainstream geographic standard globe model does not recognize an additional landmass on the far side of the Earth beyond the known continent, and the model as a surface is fully accounted for by these current 5 oceans. Okay, boom, Terra Australis, older man, YD. I added that bitch. Start that whole shit. Or I'm finna ask the same question I just asked when I first. I'm asking y'all this shit. Somebody come listen to this shit. I'm asking y'all this shit. What is straight? They can't take the balance. They took the 9 straight. They can't take the straight out of the equation because this is supposed to be the separation of Alaska and Russia. The outer edges first did not appear in the satellite. They don't appear in the satellite. Extra continent theory. See, extra continent theory. I'm asking the nigga about the back of the ball. Niggas in the land masses on the back side of this so-called Earth that's made of water. What's on the back side of this ball? When y'all gonna show us that water back there? This bitch constantly spinning and constantly turning. When y'all gonna show us the back side? When that water gonna come around and we don't see no land mass, we just see water. When we gonna see, or when we gonna see what's on the backside of this bitch? Some of the geographic theories suggest the existence of land mass like Lemuria and Mu, or even lands beyond Antarctica and beyond the Antarctic Circle. Though these are not. Okay, they ain't scientific fact we talking about for sure. Fuck up. Yes, Japanese leader figures in advanced fields of quantum. I know it. These the motherfuckers who been doing this shit the whole motherfucking time, and the whole world bow down and respect whatever a motherfucking Japanese say it is. They put all them X's and O's and plus signs and all that shit on them little chalkboards like they right to be talking about some shit. These bitches ain't talking about nothing. These bitches ain't never been talking about nothing, ain't gonna be talking about shit, but faking you out and running the world. These little bitches ain't number 5'2". I don't give a fuck. They got 1 million kamikaze pilots over there, bitch. We want to go to war with Japan, bitch. We tired of United States citizens. We tired of old motherfuckers in this global economy. And them motherfuckers debt keep growing. Alaska's the northwest edge of Canada. Huh? It do. So Alaska sits on the northwest edge of Canada and it shares the entire eastern border, the whole eastern border with the Canadian territory of Yukon, the province of British Columbia. British Columbia. Y'all need to know y'all keep that dope contained, boy. Dope got y'all whole crazy. Yes, Alaska sits on the Bering Strait, the Onion Strait. Yes, Alaska sits on the Bering Strait. So if Alaska sits far northwest of Canada to the tip of that bitch, all the way to the fucking north, so what the fuck? So I asked him, so what the fuck Russia goddamn see that? Cause the Bering Strait and the Onion Strait separate Russia from Alaska. It separates Alaska from Asia or Russia. Because Russia sits on the same continent with them Asians. Oriental. Asians are Oriental. You niggas is not Asian. You niggas is not African. You niggas is not none of that Middle East dumbass shit. You follow their theories. You follow their religion. You follow, but your motherfucking soul and yourself. Your soul is connected to what runs this bitch. The big soul. The sun. The sun. But you rather have a white man be your son, a God. If Alaska sit far to the motherfucking northwest of Canada, that's all the way across, that's the United States sit in the west. When you go across on fall, that's when you hit the north. The north, all the way far northwest to the left, That's where Alaska sit. So why this? On the Bering Strait, which is the narrow waterway separating the state from Russia. It is the closest point in the North America and Asian continent. So Asia sitting way over here to the right. Alaska way over there to the left. In the Bering Strait, no supposed to be number like 8 feet of separation. Now they made it 55. They made it 55. They don't know, man, this shit crazy. So what happened to the strait? You gonna have to figure out a way to talk the new generation out of the struggle. You got to make the Bering Strait a mill, and they gonna do it. You got to make a Bering Strait a mill. On the 1595 Mercator map, Russia lies directly across from. I ain't asked you about no map. Why you? I'm trying to see where Alaska, well, Russia sit at on this motherfucker I got on the screen. Well, Russia sit at right here. See, he don't know I'm on his ass now. Separated by the Strait of Anaya, huh? By the Strait of Anaya. That's about Anaya. Don't try to goddamn be cool with me now. Fuck the Anaya Strait. It's a middle. We talking about the Bering Strait now. It stretches along the bottom and the right edges of the circle. Oh, it do. Where Russia at on this motherfucking illustration right here? Now you want to talk about the projection map. Russia sits along top of the upper right edge of the heat. What, you nervous, nigga? I'm asking you where the fuck Russia sit right here. Where the fuck Russia sit at right here? Huh? Correct. Russia. I said, bitch, on Russia sit on. Correct. He mad. Correct. Russia constitutes the massive northern portion of the Asian continent, extended from the Ural Mountains in the west all the way to the Bering Strait in the east. So how that work? We're looking at the whole land, man, right there. So how that work? So where the strait at? Well, technically it's not a strait because the gravity in the continental mantle of the Earth's liquid and the lava that we suggested, it really wiped out the strait because when it separated, it gave an illusion and a superior mirage to the whole world and the map cartographer, and we just, don't worry about it, just ain't no strait no more. Until I want it to be. Y'all nigga crazy fuck, bro. Y'all nigga fuck, bro. Let me see, can I go and find something right quick? I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna show y'all that motherfucking pole and where they created that pole and trying to hide that shit. So I'm gonna stick there to what it was good, the truth. You had the top and the bottom. Fuck the time about. Take this and go do this and go do that. Proud as fucked all the way up. Fuck. I wanna get y'all to see this shit. Cause this is the center right here. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get rid of all that shit I just showed. I'm gonna come back on one of these channels and I'm gonna show y'all that Greenland is. So what the fuck that Greenland is? Now they gonna show it to you from the top of the ball view. North has always been in the center because that's where they marked the X and marked the spot. They can't change that shit. And so that strait, Alaska, that strait can't exist but like this. This is how that strait exists. Put that up there. Now this is the one they made with the magnetic rock. In this rock bottom right hand corner, they start disappearing this land right here. That is strait right there. So that's Alaska and Russia, huh? That is strait right there. Man, they created this pole in the motherfucking northeast, right there where I told you they created this shit at, and raised this motherfucker up, tilted that bitch, and keep going with lies, like lies do. Like lies do. Keep the top like lies do. Man, you got it. I'm gonna show you. Italy's in the right. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show it to y'all when I come back. I already showed you. I told y'all yesterday. So if Alaska, it got to be like this. Alaska and Russia got to be close together some way for it to be a straighter water separated. That lie played out. Let's go to the next script. Hate a script, bitch. Scripting. Scripting. Shit crazy. I say the truth don't need no help, man. Truth in real life. You ain't gonna bend, break, not motherfucking fold. I just can't, I just fucking with that. Just showing how cap this shit is. Now make it make sense. Alaska sit far north. Russia over here on this landmass is far east. Where the straight of water at? I said, boom. Fuck that is enough.